Brothers and sisters, hello. Welcome back. Thank you so much for returning. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful day. So our first episode of Soul Talk was really more just an introduction to myself. Not that it's really necessary. I suppose if you're going to be listening to my voice, I wanted you to know just how I learned this language, this soul talk, how I learned how to speak through my soul. And so if I'm going to speak from my soul and we're going to be going on this journey together, a big part of it is, it's awakening to your true nature. And so what is awakening to our true nature? How do we even understand what awakening is? What would you perceive awakening to be? The easiest definition would be to describe it as waking up from a deep sleep. A moment of awareness about coming into our existence, gaining the knowledge of the perception of the situation. And a part of how we do that is in realizing that we do not just live a simple life. The fact that we exist on this planet Earth is magic. We are magic. We are infinite beings having a human experience. And that in and of itself is just, it's beautiful. And so when we are awakening to this, there is a process of becoming aware that we do not merely exist here. We all have a unique purpose. We all have a role to fill. So in having that awareness, we have to realize, what is awareness? It's the concern and the ability to have informed interest in a particular development. So what is the development? Well, the development is of the self. That's what we're speaking on today. Awakening to our true nature. Finding out who we truly are. So who are we? What is our true nature? What's your true nature? And seeing as I am not physically in front of you, and I may not have met you in person in this lifetime yet, and if that's to be true, then I would just like to say hello. And I'm glad to be reaching you today. It's my pleasure. And so, that being said, it's a bit difficult for me to figure out what your true nature is when I'm not physically in front of you. And even then, because I am existing merely through my human vessel, my perception of your true nature may not be your reality, as most of us are living in our own reality. So furthermore, there is, this is all a part of the awakening process, becoming aware of who you really are. Who you really are. Not how others perceive you, not how you believe others see you, not even how you see yourself. But what you look like in the eyes of the source. How the source sees you. That's who you really are. We are a part of the source. We are a part of the collective conscious. And with all of our similarities and all of our differences, see, the fact that we have differences, these things that separate us, it's really just an illusion. There really is no separation of the collective self, the true self. So that's something we can go over later. So for now, just know that if you haven't come to realize that yet, that we are all one, that we are a part of the universal we, that's all right. Your awakening is at your own pace, hopefully. And some people may come into your life that will accelerate the trajectory of your soul, which is a beautiful thing. So just take it all in stride. Do not feel rushed to process or deny anything that you hear here or anywhere. Here. Here's to trusting our own intuition, right? That's what brought you here today. That's what brought you here to me. And so we have to realize that when you truly look within, past all the BS, past all the belief systems that which we will touch on at another time as well, but the point is to look past the surface level, diving deeper into the infinite waters of your own truth, shedding artificial layers, because once you are willing to take this journey, you'll never be able to go back. Sorry to tell you, you won't be able to simply go back to sleep, go back to your state of disillusionment. It's not. There's no reversal process. But I tell you what, that's the good news. It really is the good news. Because you can take what I say with a grain of salt, right? In this particular part of this life's journey, if I say something that does not resonate with you in this moment, that's all right. I can live with that. Can you? I just mean to say that I don't want to force awakening for anyone who is not ready to take the steps to do so, because it is spiritual work. This is spiritual work that we're doing here, guys. It's not just fun and games and having your head in the clouds and considering the fact that the fairy tale that we have in our heads could actually be the reality. Because what comes from that is this alienation of yourself. If you've noticed that you are starting to doze off during certain conversations that you're having with certain people that maybe before you had no problem just shooting the shit with. But now all of a sudden you're phasing out, you're pulling away, you're what I call disassociating. And it happens to me all the time. It happens to me every day. In part, it's when I'm thinking about traveling, or when I'm thinking about something physical that I like to do that opens up my body, something that I believe connects me to the source, that helps me find my true nature. Those are the times in which I generally find myself pulling away from the masses. And that's because I'm no longer living through my false sense of self. So, if you come to take nothing from what I say, you're no worse off than my words found you. I mean, hopefully not. All I can hope is to be of some kind of comfort for you, some kind of reassurance that, no, you might be different. Yes, you might be different. And you might feel crazy. We're all a little crazy sometimes, right? And what is normal? What most people describe to you what normal is supposed to look like, I don't want any part of that. So, I really am just here to pass on the knowledge that has been bestowed upon me by the source. Whatever you decide to do with this is up to you. You know that everything is happening in divine order, don't you? I mean, don't you really know that? And if you don't, if you still have fears and hesitation, and don't get me wrong, I'm still working on this myself, you guys. I am not a complete project. This is a lifelong commitment to you, to yourself. Because what is the point of all of this? What are we looking for here? I can tell you what I'm looking for. I am looking for absolute happiness. And I think that I've all but achieved it. I mean, sure, there's still a certain level that I'd like to go deeper into, and we will continue to learn and grow as we go on. As the time moves forward, we will continue to do so. I'm not looking to be finished. All I'm really looking for is to find my soul's purpose. And the only way that I'm going to find my soul's purpose, really the placement that I'm supposed to be in this world from day to day, is by living through my true nature. It's by being my most authentic self. Because the best thing that you can do for yourself and everybody else is just to be unapologetically you. Because every time I have gone back and I have questioned myself, I have doubted my true nature, I've, allowed other people to make me feel like, see, that's just the thing, right? No one can make me feel anyway. And what I've come to realize is that I am not what I think others think I am. Let me just repeat that again for you, just in case that didn't resonate the first time around. I am not what I think others think I am. I am not that. I am not even what I think I am. But the source knows who I am. And when I do some kind of physical practice, when I do yoga, like I've been doing for 5 years now, when I play music, when I dance, when I hula hoop, I am connected to the source. I can see myself the way that God sees me, because I am God. And you are God. We are all gods. It's merely a matter of whether or not you have awakened to your true nature, whether or not you have seen yourself through the eyes of the divinity. And because that's what we have to trust, is in the divinity, in the divine order, that everything is going as it is meant to go. And if you're facing challenges in life, like I said, folks, this is all along with what you have asked for. At some point, you have asked for that person who treats you like you're not worthy. At some point, you have asked for that job that makes you miserable. At some point, you have asked for these things because it's what you needed. It's what your soul needed in order to grow, in order to flourish. I want you to know, guys, that we are infinite beings of light. Yes, we go through struggles. Yes, because of our human bodies and our human nature, our human conditioning, we have our limits sometimes. We do. We have our boundaries that we have to set. And in doing so, we actually learn all of our powers and abilities. We learn our strengths through our weaknesses, because I have to remind you, you are strong even when you feel weak. So it's possible that you don't even know what your true nature is yet. And I'll tell you what, guys, there's a deeper understanding of that. But what we all are at the source is love. Infinite love. We will relax and flourish from the mud with ease. We will bloom out of the star seeds that we are into the beautiful lotus flower. We will blossom and bloom even in the dirt. So everything that's going on right now, if you're feeling like everything's off, if you're getting that feeling like you're going one step forward and 2 steps back, let me just tell you that this is all a part of it. It's all a part of it, and I can only guarantee you that there's going to be so much more that is going to come from this. And how you're going to get through this, sorry for the noise, I'm trying to be louder, I'm trying to project myself, so any words that you haven't gotten yet, maybe it's because it's not supposed to ring true to you yet, and that's all right. Like I said, we all go at our own pace. But the important thing to remember is how you're going to get through this life, how you're going to get through this world, because it can be a really, really dark place sometimes. But you know what? You are the light. You are the light. And so you can find your way out by looking deeper into yourself, by awakening to your true nature, by being your most authentic self in each and every moment, by realizing that some people just, they're here for a reason and a season, just as you are. And you are given what is going to serve you. You truly are. You're given what is going to serve you. T.S. Eliot spoke of the inner journey. The inner journey in this matter. He said, "We shall not cease from our exploration, and the end of our exploring will be to arrive where we started, and we know the place for the first time." Truly, I'm here to offer you the knowledge that has been bestowed upon me. As I have learned from my experience, as I have gone on my journey, that is from which I speak of. The knowledge that has been gifted to me was by the spirits and the source, because I sought out for this, But if this is happening to you, and you don't really consider that you're looking for this, like it fell in your lap, well, it's okay. I just ask you to trust in yourself, trust in the universe, that it will always provide for you as long as you are no longer willing to hide from your true nature. Be who you are, shine your light, dance in the street, sing at the top of your lungs, laugh, cry, expel any emotion that you need to. Whatever you need to do, whatever allows you to be you. And just stay true. I'm sending you love and light on your journey through this human experience. Remember, we are all infinite beings having a human experience. I'm happy to be a part of yours. Thank you for stopping by. This has been Soul Talk with Shay Soleil. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. You can contact me on Facebook and Instagram, Spinning Soleil. Thank you for sharing the space. I love you. I believe in you. I see you. Have a beautiful day.